Hey guys, what's up? Onward here, Talking in Traffic, episode 39, and it's never too late to start. What's the context here? Investing and saving money, right? So, you could be 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and think you are stuck in a rut. You don't have anything to retire on. You might have kids, and you haven't saved for their college, or maybe you want to pay for their weddings, or maybe you want to help out with them buying investment property. But up until this point, you haven't saved for it. So, they say that it's the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The best time to start investing was 20 years ago. But the second best time is today. So start today. Start putting aside some money, creating that budget. If you don't already have a budget, take some time today. Put aside, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. Look at what you're spending your money on and look at where you can cut if you're eating out a lot, or if you have, a lot of entertainment expenses. Figure out how to cut that out. If you are going out and drinking a lot, or you're buying a lot of alcohol, maybe it's time to cut back on that as well. Talking about consumption, cutting back on grocery bills. So look at what your budget is and see if you can put $10, $20, $30 aside a month, right? It doesn't cost you anything to open up that account. So go to your bank. You can open up a retirement account or just an investment account, equity account, and put that money aside. Just put that money in there and invest in, as I've said before, a S&P or a Dow index fund. Set it, forget it, right? Right now, the Dow is at a record high, 27,000. S&P 500 broke its record at 3,000. So, you could think that it's a high, but you could just start, and if it dips, it dips. But in 1 year, 2 year, 5 years, 10 years, as the market trends go, it will go up. And this is an assumption, but it's just one way to get started, right? You can just, if you're scared of investing in the market, you can put it into savings until you find a way, or into bonds, CDs, and until you find a way to invest that money. But whatever you do, you come up with a plan and you go after it. And as you go after it, you learn more and you research more and you stay hungry. So you go out and find people that are investing, or you read up on articles, blog articles or investment articles, news articles, blog articles on how other people do it. And you research and find better ways to invest. And then as you're researching, you can make some other investment changes to your portfolio, invest in real estate and other investment vehicles, so that you can get to the point where you are comfortable and you can have that confidence to go forward and help your kids through college. For me, I'm 40 years old. I live in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I need to find a way to put 3 kids through college and help them out buy their first investment property. So they have that confidence. They can use that money to perhaps, pay for their own wedding, or pay for their single family house, pay for their home that they can live in later on, so that they are set. I want to teach them how to invest. They are young now, elementary school age, and I've been, for the past 10 years, been just talking to them about investing and saving money and putting money aside. The 70-30 rule: save 70%, and you can keep the 30% to go spend on whatever you want. So that means their birthday money, New Year's money, Christmas money, all goes into their trading account, and I just pop it into an Vanguard S&P 500 index fund, ticker symbol VOO. That pays a dividend. I enroll in dividend reinvestment. The dividend isn't great, but it's something. Right now, I think it's a little under 2%, but I put it there, and the S&P 500, as it grows and hits those record levels, they keep on benefiting, and then I rebalance after some time. So I might take some money out and put it into some other investments if I see those have worked well. So again, it's never too late. Put some money aside, create that budget, put that money aside every month. Once you start, then you can course correct. You can say, okay, I've gotten comfortable putting aside $50 a month, $100 a month. Now it's time to increase that money to $200, $300, $500, $1,000, $2,000 a month. All right, and then maybe you're putting aside money for retirement, and you've increased and accelerated that savings for retirement, so that not only are you saving for your kids if you have them, but you're also saving for your retirement. And if you're older, you then now have a path towards retirement, and then you can take your 4% withdrawals, right? So for the 4% rule, think about what you need on a monthly basis to live, right? Then you multiply that by 12. And then that result should be 4% of whatever your investments are. So, just spitballing here. Let's say I need $50,000 to live. Let's be generous, $100,000 to live a year, right? So that's, if I'm dividing by 10, just to round it, that is $10,000 a month, right? So $10,000 a month times by 10 over 10 months is $100,000, and I'm ignoring 2 months out of the year. So if I need $100,000 a year, right, 4%, so that $100,000 is 4% of my investments. So let's say 10% of whatever my investments are, that would mean I would need $4 million. How did I get there? So 10% of $1 million is $100,000, and then I just took that by 4. So I'm just doing rough math while I'm driving, but I'll say that it's roughly $4 million that I'll need, that is earning an interest rate of 4% a year. So that I'm living off of that interest. That seems really off, but that's kind of how I did the math in my head. So, if you need more, if you need less, come up with the calculation of how much you need a year, and work backwards, or work your way up to, how much you need in total investments to get to that number. So some investments are stock market investments, bond investments, real estate investments, right? And you can also invest in private notes. If you're into riskier assets, you can invest in companies. Whatever you do, there's a lot of options out there. And so I don't want you to get stuck in analysis paralysis. Instead, I want you to take action today. It's never too late to start. Put aside that $100, and then you'll start growing, and then you'll start learning, and then you will get bigger and better over time. But you need to start somewhere, so please start today. Good luck, guys. Take care.